It's your man Jay Graves Report, and welcome to the College Football Weekly Wrap-Up, Week 3. Y'all know how we get it in, so let's get it in. Wrapping up the top 5 ball games of the weekend, so let's get right to it. Now, let's go out to the first ball game. Let's go out to Palo Alto, California. We got Army shows up to play the number 15 Stanford Cardinal. Now, David Shaw and company came out here and went to work on these boys real quick. 35-0. Coming off of a bad loss last weekend, old USC and Pat Hayden ran out on the field. They lost 13-10 last week, but they rebounded nicely this weekend with a 35-0 win. But let's keep it real. They was playing Army, bruh. Hey, I told you when you came in the door, Army's going to come in with all the respect in the world, all the pageantry in the world, but no football players. They soldiers, bruh. They not football players. Now, my man Kevin Hogan went to work on him, had 216 yards, 4 touchdowns, and just took him to the crib. Now, let's move on to the next ball game. Let's go down to Indianapolis. We had Purdue. Old Purdue show up to play number 11 Notre Dame. Now, Purdue came out here and put in work in the first half. They was up 14-10 at one point, bruh. Both teams came out, tried to do a little bit too much with the uniforms. I tell you, the black helmets with Purdue remind me of the old days when old Dub Akers came to town and let boys go with the black helmets for a minute. Wasn't good at all. Notre Dame put the ND on the side of the helmet. That didn't look good at all. They was doing way too much, bruh. But I tell you what, the person that came out and put in work on Saturday night was Everett Golson. Everett Golson went to work. He was 25 of 40, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 18 times for another 56 yards and a touchdown. Hey, he is the real deal. Can't deny him. He got a gun on him. Hey, he went to work on these boys. Now, this is the first time Notre Dame went 3-0. They tried to do this the first time they done it. You know, they did it 3 times. Now going 3-0. It's the first time they've done that since they did it 4 times in 1987 to 1990. So looks like Notre Dame is back on saddle to at least look like they can compete for a national championship. But that dumb schedule they got, I doubt it. All these boys out here talking Notre Dame, hey, they got too many big games on the schedule. They can't slip up. And I don't think they're gonna run the table with that done. It's too much on the schedule. Now, here's a problem. Y'all know I can't leave without talking about Notre Dame's Leprechaun. Now I saw the Leprechaun last night. Remember I told you he was 5'4", about 235 pounds last year. I seen him last night, dude. They ain't stretched him. He's 6 feet 175. How's a leprechaun 6 feet tall, bro? That ain't a leprechaun no more. You go out and get it done that's 6 feet tall to be the leprechaun? Come on, Notre Dame. Come on, let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 12, UCLA. Goes down to Texas and play the Texas Longhorns. Now, UCLA come in. Old Brett Hundley got hurt at the beginning of the game. On the second possession, Brett Hundley goes down. But they just go into the doggone locker room, pull my man Jay Newhouser out, Rick Newhouser's son. This boy went to work, had 2 touchdowns. They beat Texas 20-17. Now, I talked to old Bevo after the game. I said, Bevo, hey, your boys played a good game. All they needed was you in the building. Bevo said, dude, I told you I was at my girl's crib with my do-rag on, my horns off. I ain't showing up until these boys ready to play some football. So my man is out there with his do-rag on, sitting up at the crib with his hooves up, not showing up at the ball game until Charlie Strong get these boys ready. So, hey, that's what it is. It is what it is. Let's move on to the next ball game. Let's go down to Norman, Oklahoma. We got Tennessee from the vaunted SEC. Shows up to play the number 4 Oklahoma Sooners. Now, OU went to work on these boys real quick. 34-10. Give them give them nothing to play with. Trevor Knight looked like a beast last night. Went for 308 yards, a touchdown, ran for another touchdown. Sterling Shepard was 5 catches, 109 yards. Hey, Oklahoma is the real deal. Running backs, wide receivers, front seven, defensive secondary, ridiculous. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm saying it right now. OU will be one of the 4 teams in the top 4 at the end of the season. Now, they just can't go out there to the Red River Shootout. Red River, because I'm going to call it the Red River Shootout. It's been the shootout for years. Now, all of a sudden, they want to change the name to the Red River Rivalry, trying to keep it real. No, it's the Red River Shootout. Now, OU don't need to go out there and be dull in Dallas in a few weeks. They got to show up, do what they've been doing, and take care of business, because Bebo won't be at the game, bro. He's going to be laid up with his horns off, do-rag on, like I said. Let's move on to the next ball game. Now, we got number 6, the Georgia Bulldogs, go down to Williams-Brice Stadium to play the number 24 South Carolina Gamecocks. Now, like I told you, going into this ball game, I picked Georgia to win this game. But I told you in the preview that Georgia is Mark Richt's Georgia. Duh! These duns went out. You know that Georgia going to lose a ball game at some point during the course of the year. You don't know when it's going to be. I said they will be dull if they go down here and lose to South Carolina after South Carolina got the doors blown off of them week 1 against Texas A&M. But sure enough, they went out there and lost in South Carolina. Like I said before, Georgia is Mark Richt's Georgia. It's your man Jay Graves Report from the JayGravesReport.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter at JayGravesReport so you can holler at your boy.